first at 5. The FBI is investigating a motive behind the devices that sparked fires in ballot drop boxes in Vancouver and Portland. The New York Times reports the devices had messages of Free Gaza marked on them.
Now, the motive remains a mystery. Investigators don't know whether a Palestinian activist is behind the attacks or someone posing as one. But while investigators search for the person responsible, county auditors are now increasing ballot security. Fox 13's Frankie Thompson is at the King County Elections Office to explain those safety efforts.
Starting today, King County Elections is picking up ballots twice a day from all 84 drop boxes. This comes after targeted fires at drop boxes destroyed hundreds of ballots in Vancouver. At King County Elections, it's routine for a pair of staff members to collect ballots from drop boxes once a day, and when Election Day gets closer, they increase those pickup shifts. But that schedule changed after 3 ballot boxes were recently attacked in Vancouver and Portland.
As a result of what we've seen happening to drop boxes across the region and the attacks on those, we have added that shift earlier.
Now, King County Elections is collecting ballots from drop boxes twice a day. Not only are people using the drive-thru at headquarters, Chief of Staff Kendall Hodson says she's noticed more people dropping off indoors.
I think anecdotally we've heard some voters that because of what's been in the news, they feel more comfortable coming into our building and putting it right into our hands. That is perfectly fine.
As more people cast their vote, the FBI and local law enforcement are investigating the targeted fires that destroyed hundreds of ballots in Clark County. Washington Secretary of State Steve Hobbs says the attacks are trying to disrupt a fair election.
I'm dealing with this horrible terrorist attack. That's basically what it is.
The possibility of the fires being a terrorist attack is exactly what detectives are investigating. Frank Fragluzzi, a national security and intelligence analyst and former FBI counterintelligence director, says there are heightened concerns of domestic terror groups taking action this election cycle.
It means they may head to the softer targets at the county and state level. And what would those soft targets look like? Well, they could be a local voting place, but they could more likely be where county votes are tabulated on election night. And that concerns me. Local and state and county law enforcement and sheriffs have got to be tuned in to those sites, have got to have their ears to the ground intelligence-wise, and have to be ready for the worst to protect the property and the people inside those vote counting areas.
The Associated Press reports law enforcement thinks the man suspected of these latest attacks has metalworking experience and may be planning to strike again. Hodson says they're confident in their plan to protect people and their right to vote.
We've also been in close communication with all of our Dropbox partners who host those boxes, so they also have eyes on those boxes and let us know anytime anything unusual might be going on. I think the other really important piece of this is we're in regular coordination with local law enforcement, the King County Sheriff's Office, and even our federal partners who are monitoring this type of activity and helping us respond.
King County elections leaders say they are still very confident in the drop boxes placed throughout the county. King County prosecutor Lisa Mannion says anyone attempting to intimidate or discourage people from casting their vote will be held to the fullest extent of the law. Reporting in Renton, Frankie Thompson, Fox 13 News.